All right, let's jump right in. You know how we're always hearing about those big tourist hotspots, right? The ones on everyone's bucket list? But what about the places that are still kind of whispers? Today, we're diving into one of Sri Lanka's best-kept secrets. It's a sanctuary that really promises a true escape, a trip back to a world you might have thought was gone for good.
And this quote, wow, it just nails it, doesn't it? A rare opportunity to experience serenity and beauty in its purest form. See, it's not just about beauty. It's those other words, serenity and experience. That's the real promise here. It's more than just a pretty picture for your feed. It's about a feeling, you know? A deep connection to a place that's just pure, unfiltered.
So, let's pull back the curtain on this so-called untouched paradise. What exactly is this place? And how did it get this almost mythical reputation? Well, the name itself, that's our first clue. It just sounds mysterious, doesn't it?
And here we have it, Kaludiya Pokuna. It actually translates to the dark water pond. And this definition is so important. Look, it's not just a forest, it's not just a bunch of old ruins. The magic word here is harmony. It's this incredible blend of three things: the deep, thick forests, the crystal clear streams, and these ancient ruins, all living together. And that unique mix is what we're going to explore. Okay, so let's start with that first pillar. It's absolutely thriving natural world. When you step foot in this forest, you're not just walking among trees. You are stepping into a living, breathing, vibrant ecosystem. This is no quiet, sterile museum. No, it's buzzing with life. And some of that life, well, you literally can't find it anywhere else on the planet. And you really got to pay attention to this word right here, endemic. That's the key. Because these aren't just any old animals. They are native only to this little corner of the world. That tells you something huge. Their very existence means this ecosystem is so healthy, so unique, that it can support life that just can't make it anywhere else. So when you spot a Sri Lankan jungle fowl, you're not just seeing a cool bird. You're looking at a living, breathing symbol of how precious and protected this forest is.
And you know, this incredible biodiversity, it's not some happy accident. The only reason it's still here is because this forest is a protected sanctuary. There are real, dedicated conservation efforts happening right now. It means this natural magic isn't just something we talk about from the past. It's a living reality, and it's being actively safeguarded for the future.
Now, as you're walking under this incredible thick canopy of trees, you're doing more than just hiking. You're literally walking through time. The forest floor here holds secrets that are centuries and centuries old.
This timeline, it just puts everything into perspective, doesn't it? I mean, just try to picture it. Over 1,000 years ago, a whole civilization was flourishing right where you're standing. They built these amazing structures, and then the forest just quietly took them back. For centuries, only for us now to rediscover them. It's like a real-life adventure story, where nature itself was the keeper of these ancient secrets.
And we're not talking about just a few scattered stones either. These are incredible, specific treasures. You can literally stumble upon a majestic stupa rising out of the green, or walk across a stone bridge built with ancient genius. Or you can find a moment of peace in the exact same cave where monks might have been meditating hundreds of years ago. It's incredible. All right, so we've got nature and we've got history. But this third part, this is maybe the most personal one. It's about that profound sense of peace the forest gives you. This is about what happens inside of you when you're in a place like this.
Let's be real. The stuff on the left, that's our everyday life, isn't it? The stress, the noise, the feeling of being constantly plugged in. Kaludiya Pokuna, well, it's the antidote. It's like a forced digital detox, where the only notifications you get are the sound of a stream or a bird. And the effect is this deep reconnection, not to the Wi-Fi, but back to yourself.
And I just love this phrasing. It's not a command. It's an invitation. The place itself is inviting you to heal, to rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. It suggests this is more than just a trip. It's a chance to find a kind of calm that doesn't just wash away the second you leave. It's something you can actually take with you.
Okay, so at this point, you're probably thinking, this sounds amazing, but a hidden paradise, that's got to be impossible to get to, right?
Well, let's get practical for a second and talk about the journey.
Yeah, for a place that feels so remote, so completely untouched by the modern world, you would think it's in the middle of nowhere. But, and this is the part that blows my mind, it's just 45 kilometers from an international airport. This secret world is way, way more accessible than you'd think.
And check this out. You've got options. It's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure deal. If you want convenience, you can grab a taxi or a bus and be there in less than 2 hours. Easy. But if you're feeling a bit more adventurous, there's this incredible 8-hour train journey. It takes you right through Sri Lanka's famous tea plantations and mountains. The trip itself becomes part of the whole experience.
So, you see, it all comes back to these three things. These three pillars. It's not just one of them that makes this place so special. It's the powerful combination of all three working together. The untouched nature and wildlife, the ancient history and ruins, and that deep, profound sense of peace and serenity. It all creates one single, unforgettable experience.
And that really leaves us with this final thought to chew on. We live in a world where everything seems to be on a map. Everything is reviewed. Everything has a star rating. So what's the real value, the true worth, of a place that still remains a secret? Maybe its value isn't just in what you find there. Maybe it's in the simple, powerful fact that it's still waiting for you to discover it.